A woman scorned. Crimes of passion. Revenge. This is the true Grecian story. Medea. On the surface, Medea seemed to have it all. Wife of a great hero, mother of 2 wonderful children, living in a nice house in Corinth.
She was a good mother. Really loved her kids and would have done anything for Jason.
But when Jason suddenly abandoned his wife and family, things changed.
One day he just didn't come home. Next thing I know, he tells me he's moving on up, married the king's daughter. If he thinks he can just use me to get ahead and then throw me aside like a dirty toga, he has another thing coming.
I sensed something inside her had just snapped. She's always had a violent streak. I mean, you heard what she did to King Peleus. I was definitely concerned for the children. Medea can be very destructive when she sets her mind to it, and that's just not a good environment for kids.
To add insult to injury, Medea was then evicted from her home with nowhere to go.
I just didn't feel comfortable with her living so close when she was constantly threatening my daughter and her new husband.
I really didn't have a problem with the king until he did that. Up until then, I just wanted my husband to suffer for being such a jerk.
But now the king and his daughter were also targets of Medea's rage, and she had already begun to plot her revenge.
I know it's a bad idea to show her even a little bit of mercy, but what can I say? I really didn't see the harm in letting her stay an extra 24 hours.
Whoa!
But Medea had always been more clever than most women, and by the time Creon had left her house, she'd already started plotting revenge and her escape.
I wanted to get back at Jason and make Creon pay for what they had done to me, but I also knew I needed to find a safe place to stay once I moved out. Athens just seemed like the perfect place.
When I ran into Medea, she just seemed so sad. She told me all about Jason leaving and getting kicked out, and I just couldn't let my old friend suffer. So I told her she and the kids could stay with my family in Athens just until she got on her feet again. I never imagined she'd be capable of anything so terrible.
After securing a safe haven with the goose, Medea was ready to put her deadly plan into motion.
You think you know someone, and then they just completely surprise you in the most horrible way possible. You know, I'd worked really hard to provide for my family. You think it's easy getting a princess to marry you when you've got as much baggage as I do? Absolutely not. Nobody wants to marry a guy with 2 kids and a crazy foreign wife. But I did it because I'm all about my family. And how does Medea repay me? She got psycho and destroys my life. Ungrateful bitch.
Yeah, so I've been in the messaging business like a lot of years, and I've seen some sick stuff, but nothing compares to the princess's special delivery. These 2 cute little kids came in and they hand the princess this dress and crown. So of course she tries them on, and I tell you, not 2 minutes later, fire is spurting out of her head, and her skin's falling off, and then she's dead on the floor.
But that wasn't enough for Medea.
So anyway, we're all freaking out, and then Creon comes in and sees the princess's smoking corpse on the ground. Well, he just lost it, and he's trying to resuscitate her, and he's mouth-to-mouthing, nast. And then he just starts falling apart like his daughter did. 5 minutes later, all that's left of the royal family is their smoking ashes in a pile on the floor.
Needless to say, it was a catastrophic scene, but Medea wasn't done yet. She had in her plans another more horrifying part to come.
They always say kids get caught in the middle when couples split up, and hell hath no fury like a rejected sorceress with a violent streak. Still, I can't believe she framed her children for the murders of the royal family and then just killed the boys like they weren't her own flesh and blood. I hate to say it, but she's really lost it.
This is really good stuff. Real uncut emotion right here. Zoom in closer. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is good. This is gold. Good stuff.
She killed everybody.
Excellent.
Crazy bitch.
So, I may have overreacted a little bit, but what was I supposed to do? I mean, after the boys were going to be known as murderers of the royal family, I couldn't just let them live forever as fugitives. I really did the only thing a truly merciful mother would have done. I had to kill them. You know, I didn't just leave them there, though. I took them with me. Here they are. This is Jason Jr. and Jason III, so they're all here with me. And at any rate, at least I got my great-grandfather Helios to send me this sweet chariot, so overall, I guess things could have worked out worse. Look me up in Athens if you're ever there. Thanks.
So, in conclusion, the ultimate truth in this matter lies with the viewer. Is Medea a murdering psychopath? Or was it just a particularly bad case of PMS? Whatever the cause, and whatever the case, it's up to you. Join us next week when we interview Achilles live from the underworld. Uncut, raw, and uncensored. This is E, True Grecian Story.